My name is Pablo Devigo. I'm a Spanish historical keyboardist, conductor, and artistic director of Música. As a Galician person, I can only say that the northwest of Spain, and in particular the mountains of Galicia, are my favorite place ever. It's a place with a lot of Celtic and Roman history, and it's full of magic. That's a very hard question. If I can only choose one composer, I would probably choose J.S. Bach, somebody that I keep going back to daily. However, if I can choose a second one, and one that we just recorded in our album, I would say that Dario Castello is one of the most underrated composers of the 17th century, and somebody that has so much music in his sonatas in stile moderno. Música d'Autrora was founded with two purposes. One of them was exploring the Stylus Phantasticus, the fantastic style that was prevalent, particularly in Italy, but also in Central Europe over the 17th century. And so we developed some kind of expertise on that repertoire over the past few years, but also we have another goal of ours, an artistic goal, which is to record and perform composers that somehow never came into the canon, such as Ignazio Albertini, Gregorio Strozzi, Ferrabosco, etc. So it's in our aim to explore composers that fell off the cracks of the repertoire. And if I had to, in a way, describe the artistic voice of Música d'Autrora, I would say that what we try to do is to find new ways of expression within historical performance and try to connect with contemporary audiences that way. Still life is not only an homage to still life, to the pictorial art form of the 17th century, but also it's somehow a description of a phenomenon that happens in this kind of repertoire. To me, it feels like a succession of snapshots of still lives, if you want, in these pieces that show suspended moments, such as a lament, that rapidly transitions into a very folksy, down-to-earth dance, and all of a sudden it becomes something else. So it's a way to describe this kind of structure that was very prevalent in this repertoire. And in addition to that, it's a play on words. Still life is also still alive. It's repertoire that is completely relevant nowadays and that connects perfectly with contemporary audiences the same way it connected 400 years ago with people that were listening to it. Recently, I've been listening a lot to the album by Mala Punica and Pedro Memelsdorf called Narciso Speculando, a medieval album with works of Paolo da Firenze. It's a perfect production. Technically, it's impeccable. Musically, it's beyond belief, and I recommend everybody to listen to it. There is a very interesting Italian virginal, octagonal, very small, at Phantom House in London. And it's an instrument from the 16th century. And it's anonymous, we don't know who made it. But the sound is absolutely gorgeous, huge for such a small instrument, and an instrument that works very well with the composers that I tend to focus on, Frescobaldi, Gregorio Strozzi, etc. So it's an instrument that also it's quilled with actual bird quill there. The conservation of the instrument is fantastic, so I recommend everybody to go and see it. Well, on rehearsals and recording sessions, I run on two things. caffeine and Skittles. So basically stimulants and highly processed sugars. Terrible for your health, but I feel that they make me feel more connected to the music and probably more focused, so it works. Recently, my guilty pleasure has been gin and tonic. I never had gin and tonic until, I don't know, the last year, and it's something I've been exploring and that makes me rather happy.